time for another stock review. This time, we're talking Donald Trump. Yes, we're talking DWAC, ticker symbol DWAC, Digital World Acquisition. Is it a good investment? Should you buy it or not? In this review, we're going to discuss the facts. We're going to look at the numbers. Is it a good company to buy? What's the balance sheet? Who's buying on the inside? Who's selling on the inside? What's it got to do with Donald Trump, if anything at all? Let's look at the news. Let's look at a back test compared to the S&P. Let's talk to Donald Trump himself. Well, kind of. You'll see what I mean in a minute. We're going to cover all that on this video. It's being made live in a live show, so my audience can comment. If they love Donald Trump, love the stock, they can say so in the video. If they don't like Donald Trump, don't like the stock, they can say so. Their comments will appear on the show live in the making of this video, and I will not edit it. I will play it as it is. So what is DWAC? I'm also going to share with you the insolvency score, the profitability score. Is it a good investment? What it really means? Should you buy it? And so on and so forth. Full disclosure, think of me as the BBC. I'm actually from England, even though I live in Dallas, Texas. I'm completely and utterly impartial. In the United States, we have CNN and Fox, and they are both opinion-based. I am like the BBC. Just going to give you the facts. I don't own the stock. I don't own any stock. I only own the S&P 500. So you know my opinions are real, genuine, and everything I'm saying now is honest. I'm not sponsored or paid by anyone to say anything. So let's get straight into the stock and let's see what we think of this stock. You ready? Okay, so what is DWAC? What is it? Well, let's go into some detail. We're going to start simple and we're going to get more and more in depth. So far, tap the like button if you want more people to learn about DWAC, Digital World Acquisition. Click the like button. It will share it out. If you don't like the video, then down-like it. Then you won't ever see my content anymore. But we're having a healthy debate right now. I wonder if we'll get anyone on the show to comment live during the making of this. Okay, what is DWAC? Digital World Acquisition. There is the line chart, the basic line chart. We can see IPO'd here as a SPAC. What is a SPAC? A special purpose acquisition, blank check company. So it opens at 10, up we go, down we go, up we go, down we go. You get the idea, right? That's the basic run of it so far. What is the information though? Digital World Acquisition is a blank check company, as I said, which was formed for the purpose of acquiring, engaging, and share exchange, reconstruction, and amalgamation with purchasing all or substantially all of the assets of, entering into contractual agreements with, or engaging in other similar businesses, similar business combination with one or more businesses or entities. The company was founded on December the 11th, 2020, and is headquartered in Miami, Florida. The CEO is Eric S. Swider. Hope I pronounced that correctly. 3 employees. Doesn't require many employees at this stage. It's just a blank check company, and I've explained it there. From Florida, 2020. If you were buying this with a margin, if you were using the brokerage's money to buy this, you would be paying 100% maintenance. In other words, it's very high risk. It's regarded as high risk, the highest risk you can get. 25% is the lowest, 100% is the highest. That means the stock is very volatile, very unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. The market cap, 1.46 billion. High today, 41.50. 52-week high, 58.72. Price to earnings ratio, negative 55.25. Doesn't make any money. It loses money. There's nothing really to compare it to because it's a SPAC. It's just a blank check company at the moment, right? It loses money. Doesn't pay you a dividend. It doesn't make any money. It's a loss at the moment. However, that might improve, but we'll discuss the numbers in a minute. Low today, 38.22. 52-week high, 52-week low, 12.34. Okay, average volume, very low volume stock. Average volume is 10 million. It's not a lot. It's a very small thing. It's a very difficult stock to get out of. If the stock starts to drop, you might want to sell it, get out, and you might not be able to. It might drop before you're able to sell. Remember, whenever you're selling, somebody has to be buying. Right? If no one's buying, you can't sell. So it drops and drops until somebody wants to buy it. So be very, very careful on a low volume stock. Now today we've got just under 1 million. So today's volume is virtually non-existent. All right. Very, very low volume stock. Be very careful with stock like that. Okay, some information here. This is the ultimate Donald Trump stock. I mean, what does that actually mean? The ultimate Donald Trump stock. Let's remember what we are here on my channel. We are investors. We're not gamblers. We're not fan clubs. We're not joining groups to just pump stock. I mean, some of you might do that, I know, but I'm an investor. I buy something that I know can return value, is undervalued at the time, and so on. The very fact it's labeled, this is the ultimate Donald Trump stock. Is DWAC a buy after New Hampshire win? So you get the idea already. What you're buying here is a popularity contest. It's basically like a casino. It's basically gambling. You are buying the popularity of Donald Trump. Now, obviously, for me, that's not a buy because I'm an investor, not a gambler, and I cannot buy a stock based upon nothing more than someone winning or losing an election. I think that's quite crazy for me as an investor, but you might love that idea because you can get rich very quickly. However, I'm only interested in making money on things that actually produce something, make something, do something, because remember, someone's got to buy it off you, and I just like to think that the person who's buying it off me actually has bought something of value. That's just me. I'm not here about my gain. I'm here about providing information so you can make an informed decision. Now, who is in bed with this company? Who else buys DWAC? Funware and Rumble are all about the success of Donald Trump winning the next election. These are all protest votes. These are all popularity contests, all about Donald Trump winning. Now, just because he wins or loses doesn't really mean that's that's good or bad for the stock. What it means is people are very aggressive and very opinionated with their views. Some people love Donald Trump. Some people hate Donald Trump. I have no opinion whatsoever. I can't vote in America, and I'm just giving you the facts. If you like the facts, you like the facts. You don't like the facts, you don't like the facts, but they're facts nevertheless. Funware and Rumble are all associated with the popularity of Donald Trump. However, that doesn't make any money, and that doesn't make any money. And I should know, I'm on Rumble every day, and I've never earned a penny from the company. AMC, very risky. SNDL, very, very risky. They're all penny stocks other than Riot platforms. These are, Rumble isn't technically a penny stock and it needs to be under $5, but these are all very, very low, very high volatile stocks. So that gives you a flavor of what you are in with. Now, there's no Morningstar analysis here. No one's touched it. No one's analyzed the stock. No one's taking it seriously. I am doing a full review on it, so I will probably rank number 1 for this in a few days because no one's really doing full analysis on it. Otherwise, it would be there. However, they're paid reviews. Mine is free. It's honest. Okay, let's go into some more information. Now, this should be a concern for you if you are an investor in this, because if we go to DWACSPAC.com, this is their business. This is their website. This is where you learn about the stock. This is where you learn about the company. There's no information. You don't know what you're buying. You're buying basically a blank website. This is it. This is all there is. This is they filled it. They've padded it out with basic legal stuff like code of ethics, and they could put on information on how to use the internet. I mean, There really isn't anything here other than basic legal journal and a stock picture. There's nothing here to describe or tell you where the stock's going, what you might achieve from owning this. So you don't know anything. It is what it is. It's clear that this is a popularity contest for Donald Trump. People that love him buy it, people that don't short it, and it's an onward battle. Very, 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 very risky stock. It's just like gambling on steroids, okay? Some of you might find that entertaining. I don't know. We've already read what this is here. It's a blank check company. Doesn't say anything else. Doesn't give you any information at all. If we look here, some news I've just found for you. This is the ultimate Donald Trump stock. Is DWAC a buy after New Hampshire win? So what you're buying now is, well, Donald Trump won in New Hampshire, so I want to buy a stock associated with him. Basically, it's like buying shares in the man who makes Donald Trump t-shirts. Donald Trump wins in an area, the local guy makes t-shirts, and I'm going to invest in him because he's going to sell a lot of t-shirts. That's it. You don't care how much money he makes on the t-shirts. You don't care what his balance sheet is, how much debt he's got, what his track record is, anything else. You're not bothered about any of that. All you care about is Donald Trump won, so he's bound to sell t-shirts, so I'm going to buy it. It's probably not the best investment strategy in the world, but some people will do it, and they are doing it in their millions. A lot of people think that Donald Trump's going to win. Personally, I think he will win. I think Donald Trump probably will win the next election, so this stock probably will go up and down a lot and make a lot of people rich, but it'll also make a lot of people bankrupt as well. Donald Trump is one of the world's most famous businessmen. Remember, we don't say Tim Cook is one of the most famous businessmen. We say he's the CEO of Apple. This is about emotion now, about emotion to get you excited. But his companies have usually been privately held. I believe Donald Trump personally has gone bankrupt 5 times. Full disclosure, I've gone bankrupt once. Most business people go bankrupt once. It's a good lesson to learn, and I did it to myself. But I haven't gone bankrupt 5 times on purpose. I think it's 5 times. It may be more. It might be more than that. Now investors have the chance to throw their lot in with the former president of the United States through Digital World Acquisition, DWAC. But Truth Social has a tough task as it competes with X. Now then, Truth Social. I have an account on Truth Social. I was one of the first to get it. I set it up for my investor channel, and I set it up for my for me personally. I set it up because I thought I want to be involved. I want to see what happens. However, I don't use it anymore. I still have it. I've not deleted it. I've still got it, but I won't use it anymore because when I posted thoughts on there, all I experienced was ranting about how much people loved Donald Trump. The people that seem to not like him don't use it. So it's just lots of people saying everything's great about Donald Trump. And I was just there to use a social network to talk to people about all kinds of things. It's not that. True Social is about Donald Trump's becoming the next president. That's what it is. And if you like that, and that's all you want to talk about, that's great. I believe, though, in education, and I believe that you read the books on the things that you maybe don't like or understand to learn something. I don't want to go into a library with the books on the things I already know and already believe. I want to go into a library with all the books, read all the information from left and right, from up and down, and find out what I believe in. That's why I like to watch a news channel that gives me both sides, like the BBC, that gives me both sides of an argument, not just one side. Otherwise, I'm only educating myself on one side of the argument. In other words, I'm brainwashing myself. I don't know what the other side has to say. Well, that's my experience of Truth Social. Nobody wants to discuss anything. It's just, we are a Donald Trump fan club. And that's great. They're very happy. They love what they're doing. I wish them the very best, but I'm not learning anything. I just learned that you love Donald Trump. That's great. Doesn't help me learn anything. So it's a waste of time. But Truth Social has a tough task as it competes with X, owned by Elon Musk. However, Trump proved his enduring popularity by winning the Iowa caucuses and the New Hampshire primary. So it's DWAC a buy now. Is DWAC a buy now? Well, Truth Social doesn't actually make any money. Neither does DWAC. None of this stuff actually makes any money. It's just trading. Not investing. It's not investing, is it? Is it investing going to a casino? It's gambling. That's what it is. It goes up, it goes down, you win, you lose. It's not based upon any fundamentals whatsoever. The special purpose acquisition company is being used as a vehicle to take the Trump Media and Technology Group public. When this merger is complete, it's likely to trade on the NASDAQ under a ticker such as TMTG. Trump has boasted that he will offer a big tent platform as he attempts to take on technology giants such as X. I don't think in a million years that can ever work. And let me tell you why. As I've traveled around the world, outside of the United States, Donald Trump isn't popular. He's not popular anywhere around the world. He's popular in the United States. Half the country. Half the country love him, half the country hate him. Outside of America, no one cares. No one really cares. No one's really bothered. And they certainly wouldn't be interested in joining a network which is just a flag waver for one side of an argument. Nobody would be interested in that. So now what you've got is a business which will only ever have half the population of the United States. Now, you might go, well, that's a really big country. And it is. The United States is a big country. But half of America is a drop in the ocean to the world of Facebook and of X. They are global businesses. America is a big country, but it's a drop of the global population. It's a drop. And when you've only got half the population of that one country, it's virtually uncountable. So don't base it a business on the Truth Social. Trump has boasted that he will offer a big tent and take on Facebook and Twitter. Absolutely impossible. If you are a niche platform, you can't take on X. You can't take on Facebook. It would be impossible. But it remains to be seen whether this is enough to make the ultimate Donald Trump stock a buy. Let's carry on. Donald Trump on DWAC. Digital World Acquisition is to serve as a vehicle to take the Trump Media and Technology Group public via a merger. Okay. Trump's media main product at the moment is Truth Social, a platform touted as an alternative to Twitter, and it's not available. It is now available on Apple and Android devices. I actually have it myself, as I've said. In an investor presentation, the firm said it expects Truth Social average revenue per user can grow to $13.50 by 2026. That's what they think. I don't see that evidence right now, and we're going to come on to the numbers in a minute. It also expects to have 81 million users by then. Okay, that's what it expects to have. I don't know what the current number is today. It also guided for 40 million. TMTG subscribers by 2026. The average monthly fee per user is hitting $9 that year. Trump, who has struggled to reach his audience via social media since the January 6th Capitol riot, unveiled his vision for the company in October 2021. Now, of course, I believe that isn't Donald Trump able now to be on X again? I believe he is. Am I wrong with that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure. I don't think he's come back, has he? I don't know. Unlike with the big tech platforms, there will be no shadow banning, throttling, demonetizing, or messing with algorithms for political manipulation, Trump said in a statement. We will not be treating others like lab rats or social experiments or labeling alternative views as disinformation. All right. I'm going to come on to the numbers in a minute, so please bear with me. I'm just going through all the details with the company. Smash the like button if you'd like to learn more and be shown my content, and it'll also share it out to more people. DWAC gets merger delay boost. Digital World has just won a bid to get a further 1-year extension for its to finish its business merger with Trump Media. Executives at the firm now have until September the 8th, 2024 to complete the deal after shareholders approved the delay. Obviously, they want it to go through as he becomes the president, if that's what happens. Kind of obvious, really. Because if you delay it for a reason, let's delay it as he wins the election, boom. I mean, that's obvious, right? Around 72% of shareholders voted to approve the move, a regulatory filing showed. It is not the first time that the firm has asked for a delay. DWAC stock was hit last year. When first emerged, the firm was asking shareholders to approve a 1-year extension. After multiple delays, the key shareholder vote finally went in the company's favor. I think the reason for this now is because now he's expected to win the election. Again, this shows you the shareholders are voting primarily on their belief that Donald Trump will win. So first of all, if Donald Trump loses the election, if that's what happens, the stock is worthless. If Donald Trump wins the election, you then get a platform that will be a Donald Trump, essentially, fan club, I believe. Will that make any money? I can't see it. I cannot see it competing with any other platform. No other platform that I know of has ever been successful if it is basically run by a celebrity for his own celebrity. I don't see that's of much value as an investor. As a gambler and as a fan club and as a Donald Trump lover, I think it's great. You own a little bit of something and you feel excited. But as an investor, it doesn't make any sense. On March 19th, DWAC terminated its chief executive, Patrick Orlando, as the special acquisition continued to complete its merger with Trump's company. Due to the unprecedented headwinds faced by the company, the board agreed it was the best interest of its shareholders to select a new management team to execute an orderly succession plan and set strategic operating procedures for the company in this new phase, the firm said in a press release. All right, let's now go over to the numbers, because at the end of the day, we're investors, not gamblers, not fan club joiners, t-shirt wearing. We're just investors, right? And that's what this channel is about, okay? So let's go and look at the numbers now. Now, numbers is what we need because we are investing, and if it doesn't make any sense, what are we buying? Okay, so Donald Trump, I'm now going to share with my viewers. Here's Donald Trump, my live guest here today. Welcome, sir. I'm going to share the numbers with my audience and see what we make of the numbers. Okay, let's go into it right now. So, scrolling up, intrinsic value. Intrinsic value is $7.98. Now, some people who don't do any research at all primarily use an intrinsic value and go, well, it's rubbish. It's $7.98. That's what it's worth. And it's $39. I ain't buying it. I'm going to short the stock. Maybe you don't like Donald Trump and that's what you do. The intrinsic value is primary school, kindergarten way of valuing a stock. It's just the opening salvo, the initial headlines. It's not enough, right? So even though it says it's too expensive, I'm not going to say it's too expensive. I don't know what it earns. I don't believe it makes any money. In fact, I know it doesn't make any money, but let's give it the benefit of the doubt. All right. So the warning on this is DWAC's intrinsic value estimate is unreliable because it's based only on DCF valuations and doesn't have any relative valuation using multiples. So as an investor, We don't have the basic information to make a valuation. This is just best guessing. Valuation history, none. There's no valuation history. There's no information. We don't know what we're buying. Again, that is the very definition of gambling. No matter how much you love it, there is no business, financial information to back anything up, whether it's good or bad. We don't know anything. Revenue doesn't make any money. What the very definition of an investor is, I'm buying something that's undervalued to make money. There's no value. Doesn't make any money. Operating income, it's spending money, losing money all the time. Down 45% on the most recent range, 35.8 million. So they said it was making money and it's going to do all these things, the True Social. The reality is it's losing money. Net income, it's losing money. 50% down. The drops are getting greater. Free cash flow, 99% down on the most recent range. It's going down. Capital expenditure, it's not spending any money. It's just a blank check company. It doesn't do anything. Balance sheet. Okay, very small company. It's not a big part of Donald Trump's billion-dollar empire. It's 307 million. It's a very, very small company, right? It holds in cash $100,000. Doesn't own any cash then. $100,000 in a publicly traded company is basically some admin. Doesn't hold any cash. 100 grand, it owns 100 grand, all right? Okay, 307 million in assets. Non-current assets, 307 million. Long-term investments. So the investments, what are the investments? It says it owns 307 million investments. What are they? I don't know. Doesn't open anything up. Doesn't tell me. What are they? I don't know. What are the liabilities? Well, liabilities, accrued liabilities, 30 million. Short-term debt, 4 million. And it's got no long-term debt, just got some short-term debt. There's the pilot. Short-term debt, 8%. So it's got no long-term debt, just short-term debt. Okay? It's got 307 million in investments. So it's not holding really any significant cash. 100 grand. I mean, I've got nearly as much cash as DWAC has. I've got $66,000 here in my portfolio right now. I'll have 100 grand by the end of the year. So I've got more money than Donald Trump. I'm only having a bit of joke. Don't have a go at me. Just having some fun, right? But there's no cash. Long-term investments, we don't know what they are. What are they investing in? I'm an investor. I want to know. Tell me what they are. Right. Efficiency. Nothing. Doesn't make any money. All the metrics just going down. We're spending money. We're losing money. Whatever. Okay. Profitability score, 36%. Negative cash flow, negative operating income, negative net income, negative. Doesn't make any money. Doesn't produce anything. Doesn't do anything. Just sits there. Okay. High Altman score, long-term solvency score, low D, and positive net debt. It's got 60%. It's quite good, really. It's quite good because it's got no debt. It just sits there. Just sits there with its money, waiting, investing, whatever. But the investments don't seem to be producing any money because all our metrics are going down. So when we look at it, it's not going to go bust. It doesn't have any debt. You can't go bankrupt if you haven't got any debt. If you don't make anything, do anything, you're a completely dead business. That's okay. You can't go bust if you don't borrow any money. You just sit there at nothing. So the solvency score is 60. It actually should be 100 because it doesn't do anything, but it's at 60. So you decide whatever. But it's investments. I don't know if they're producing anything because the operating income comes going down, net income's going down, cash flow's going down. Where is the investments? What are they producing? What are they doing with the money that's already there? I don't know. Anyway, Wall Street analysis. Wall Street. No one knows. No targets at all. Donald Trump is all about making money and investing and all the rest of it. But yet Wall Street, I've got no idea what to do. There's no numbers. There's no lows, mid, highs. No one has a clue. We can't compare to the competition because there is nothing else like it. It's just an entity by itself. Ownership. Well, at least if we got the insiders at the company buying it, that would be good. They're selling it. Oops. So, over the last 9 to 12 months, during the last 12 months, Digital World Acquisition insiders have not bought any shares. They've not bought any shares. The people that work there haven't bought any shares, but they have sold their shares, 67 million worth of shares. The last transaction was February the 10th, 2023. Nearly a year ago, they sold. They sold because nearly a year ago it was up. They took profit and it's gone down. And they haven't bought back. So they sold it, but they're not buying it. No return for the shareholder. Percentage as shorting. There's no interest to shorting the stock. I don't know if you can short. I don't know if you can short a blank check stock. I don't think you can. But anyway, there is some news 5 months ago of the mugshot of Donald Trump. Not really worth showing you this. It's 5 months ago. It's going to be biased. It's going to be opinionated. I don't like that. I'm not going to share that. It doesn't really tell you anything. It's 5 months ago anyway. Let's have a look at the sentiment. The last 90 days, positive news was 48%. Last 30 days, positive news is 78%. No surprise, because now he's winning the elections. It's going to go up, right? 7%. Oh, over the last 7 days, it's gone down again. Isn't that to do with Donald Trump can't use some money or something? Maybe around that. Some negative news last few days. And today, there's no news today. Okay. So there we go. There is my review on Donald Trump DWAC. What do you think? Let me give you my final thoughts. I wanted to compare it to the S&P to sort of see, again, you might say, well, why would you even bother? Well, you should, because if you're going to invest money, if I put money somewhere else, what would be the difference? That way you can make an informed decision. So if we look over here, and this is the first time I've seen it, we've got on my software to be able to run through the numbers. I can't run through anything. I can't produce you anything because it says up here, no monthly return data available. There isn't any. So what are we investing in? We are investing in a popularity contest for Donald Trump. If he wins the election, maybe it will go up. If he loses the election, maybe it will go down. People buy it because they want to support Donald Trump. It doesn't really support Donald Trump at all. It's going into a pot that is being traded up and down, left, right, and sideways. People are making money, people are losing money, but the company itself is losing money. If he wins the election and the merger goes through and it becomes Truth Social and everything else becomes public or whatever, will it make any money? I don't think so. I don't think it will be successful. It might last for a couple of years while if he wins the presidency, he could be president for 4 years, but then he can't run again. Then what happens after that? Nothing. Probably go to zero. If he loses the election, well, it would all go to zero anyway. So what is it? What is this? It's a popularity contest. It's a bit of fun. If you want to buy a lottery ticket, fill your boots. But it's not a buy from me. I can't buy this. It wouldn't make any sense as an investor. I think I'd look daft if I bought this. I might as well walk into a casino. At least a casino, I know it's red or black. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it's going to do. And I don't believe it would be successful even if it did merge, and maybe it won't ever merge. Maybe it will just be a casino that will go up to the election. So there you go. There's my thoughts on DWAC. Tap the like button if you want to share the information around or see more content like this, or subscribe to the channel. And please reply in the comments. Leave me your thoughts. I will reply to all of my members' comments. I always do. I will try to get through to everybody else, but I probably won't be able to reply to everybody else, but I certainly will always reply to my members. So there you go. Take your choice. Pay your money, take your choice. Is it a win? Is it a lose? It's not for me. Click above my head for all the links, my social media down in the description. And over here, I'll put all my reviews of actual stocks that actually make stuff. Down here is reviews of about 60 different companies where I've done deep dives, and you can learn whether they're right for you to make money. I consistently make money because I'm an investor, not a gambler. Wish you the very best. I wish Donald Trump the very best in the election. I'm not biased either way. I don't mind either way what happens. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just here to report the facts, and I wish him the best, whoever is his opponent the best, and I wish everybody the best on DWAC, whether you buy it, don't buy it, whatever you do. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.